Hello everyone and welcome to some ranked. So that's not the deck we're playing with today. We're playing with this deck. I just looked at a new deck just now. We're up to Diamond 10 with Deathrattle Death Knight, which is basically working with the plagues. We've got this Distressed Kvaldir is a Deathrattle. So we've got lots of ways of increasing the number of plagues shuffled into the deck. I think you can maximum number of plagues in the deck is something like 16. We've got Helya gives you 3. The weapon gives you 3 each. That makes 6, which is 9. And then you got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 with these. It's 4 plus 8 plus 6, it's 14, 15 with Helya. So how did I get 17? 1 minute. No, there's 3 with Helya. 3, 9 plus 8, 17. Yeah, so you can theoretically get 17 plagues in the deck, which is extremely disruptive, and it can easily win a game towards the end of the game if they haven't steam cleaned it. It's very disruptive, especially against decks which have a lot of can't draw, like Druid and some other classes as well. We've also got some, we've got foul legs, so in case we don't get the Death Rattlers, we don't get the Death Growl in the same hand as the Kvaldirs, and we have to play the Kvaldirs early. We've got the foul legs, or alternatively you could just play the Death Growl on the foul legs as an early tempo tool. Right, then you've got on top of this, where is it? You've also got Chillful Baron, which if you really want to draw cards, you can always use the Death Ground. That I've done that before, so don't worry about trying to do that. You've also got Destroy Friendly Minions, summon a copy of it, which can give you some extra Death Rattles. And then on top of that, you've got Yelling Yodeler, which also triggers a trigger friendly Death Rattle twice. So this can easily, this whole package, if you get an early Helya and you haven't used up any of your early plagues, then they're going to be stuck with potentially 20 plus plagues in the deck, which could win the game by itself. On top of that, you've got this card draw. I'm not too comfortable with it, but I mean, it is. I have found use for it many times. Just to draw cards, even though we do give some really, really precious spells like Death Growl can be used in many classes. And Down the Ships is a nasty. I got beaten with one game playing Magatha. I gave them 2 down with the ships, and that was enough for them to beat me. I actually ended up getting the Frost Plague myself, and I couldn't play my critical board clear, which would have stabilized the board, but it can happen. But there aren't too many spells in this deck. Okay, Lord Marogar, that's a win condition in itself, and very often against most classes, once you play this, they can't deal with it. So I would usually just play this turn 8 when it's most likely they don't have the answer to it. They got Sylvanas, a very nice card where you can just like swing the board, take a very useful Death Rattle or other type of minion, high value minion. And Primus can heal you up for a massive amount. Or alternatively, just give you 2 3/3s. And I've actually used the Primus, the Frost version, to give me extra spell damage, to do extra damage with Down the Ship, to get some extra damage to their face. Since this, since the buff, this can go face now. Right, so this is the idea. Helya is the key card. I always keep this in the mulligan because the effect, besides the fact that it shuffles 3 plagues into opponent's deck, the fact that it keeps it there gives you massive value throughout the game. And whenever they get shuffled in, it makes Chain Guardian cheaper. So you don't actually have to manually put plagues in your deck. If you've played Helya and then they get triggered because they draw them, once they get shuffled back into the deck, or trigger Chained Guardian. If I start with Staff of Primus or Distressed Kvaldir, I would generally not swing with this, and I won't necessarily play it if I think if I've got a Helya in hand, or I think I can get a Helya in hand for whatever reason. I'd do it like that, but otherwise, so anyway, so you don't have to play 3 Unholy. It's really just for the Marrogar. Yeah, I have seen some versions which would play one Blood Rune, where you could put some Patchwork in, I think. Patchwork's 1 Blood Rune, and some other good Blood Rune cards which you might want to put in, like No Muncher. That gives you a bit more stability. But I found that Lord Marrogar is just so powerful, it just wins the game on the spot against so many classes, so it's just worth it in itself. Well, of course, you could go single Frost, like the old version with Thessarian. You can put things like this if you really want to, things like that. This one, I did have a Grave Strength originally in it, but I thought let's go all in for the plagues as opposed to doing a hybrid. So I was also running. Where is it? I was also running Plagued Grain to give me lots of corpses, and you know, with the. I was also running this card, Nerubian Swarm Guard, and the what's it called? The 3 mana 2/5 called. There it is. Sorry. Hawkstrider Rancher, just to play more of a swarm board, but in the end I decided let's just, if we're going to play plagues, let's make the plagues work. So okay, let's play some games and let's have a look. We'll look at the stats right at the end. So I want to get into some gameplay already. So we see we're up to Diamond 10 at the moment. Let's see. Let's make sure we got this up. Okay.
Scarlet versus Sargeras.
My crusade begins.
Let the blight begin.
Okay. So we keep the Helya, we'll keep 1 card draw. We'd like to get something a bit lower curve than this. The average cost minion deck is about 3 mana here. Got a lot of 1 and 2 drops. Not all of them useful, but this is a very good hand. Not the best by any stretch of the imagination, because you can't do much with the egg by itself. We don't have a good follow-up, but Helya, having a card draw into Helya into more card draw would be very good. That's more like it. So right, so the way we want to position this, we want to position it on the right of another minion. So if we play any other minions, we want to play it to the left of the Kvaldir. So we might have a possibility next turn of playing Hero Power, giving us a minion here. Then we play Death's Ground on this. Spreads to the egg, spread to our ghoul. And we get 3 sets of, what's it called, of cards in the deck. It's a bit quiet, this. Okay, so we'll play this here.
The citadel stands strong.
It's unlikely they're going to want to kill this. Ooh,
Share my pain.
that's pretty good. Got a very good hand here. Death Growl will be
You will
amazing
not
this turn.
come closer.
Okay, nope. Let's play this first.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
An AoE would not be good for him. He'll draw me a card, put 2 extra plagues in, and give me a 3/3. If he doesn't, I'm going to just play Yodeler this turn. On this. The other nice thing you can do is play Death Growl, and once it spreads, you can actually play the Yodeler on this to give you 2 eggs plus 2 of this Deathrattle, so you get 4 plagues in their deck plus an extra 2 undead chickens. Okay, so which one's he gonna kill? Should kill the 3/2 if he's very clever. No, he killed that one. Okay.
Shout it from the mountaintops!
We can coin this out, I guess. Just get rid of the big, potentially big threat there. I'll just start chipping out from this. Ooh, nice.
Share my pain!
Alright, we can do this. Discuss 0. I don't want to use it on this, a bit of a waste. We can use it next turn on something else. Nice. Ready getting to work with the plagues. So we get this
You will not come closer.
okay. There we go. So we've got the deck tracker up here. You see 75% win rate. Sorry for doing this in the middle of the game. Bit strange. As you can see, we've got 18 and 6. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll find the
7
answer.
game win streak at the moment. Has another big win streak here. At the beginning, we weren't so good with this deck, because we got loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, win, loss. So we had a 50% win rate, but then we started taking off once we got used to the game pattern
I'll
of
find
the deck.
the answer.
Don't be too stingy. Don't try to win with plagues. That was a mistake I made. Don't try to win with the plagues.
Top little Death Knight.
Actually, let's do this.
You only need one.
Keep that.
You're like
Our gift of the
Just do it like this. Present him with the big board. Got massive card draw as well. He's played both Nubasath, so he's going to need something else very big here to deal with this. Now, Fellstring Harp.
A symphony of darkness.
What is this? What is this? Is this control? Oh, that's clever. Still get stuff shuffled in, but... okay, so we definitely need to kill that. Yeah. Kind of hopeless, this position there. So we carry on our win streak. There we go. So, win streaks got increasing now. So it's nice to have a dominant Death Knight deck, which I've been waiting for a very long time. Played lots of different versions, but a lot of off-meta stuff. Nothing else quite made the cut.
The Lich King!
I could start uploading other decks I play, and even though they're not so good, they're usually good, but
Stop me then.
they're not amazing and dominant.
Stop me now.
Okay, I guess we could keep that and that and that. Let's see what they suggest here. Don't keep the Kraken. I think we can keep the Kraken. Be nice to have a weapon against Paladin, but we can't really mulligan for that because we've got, well, very nice. Definitely hold that. Probably need to use it many times here. We're looking for a Tomb Traitor here.
Well met. Toys are much more fun than brains. Most intriguing.
This Mech Paladin? We've got the Tomb Traitor, that's
My
good.
pain doesn't compare to your
Yes.
plague.
Let's just hold the weapon one more turn just to see what we're dealing with. We can trade this in very nicely here and then kill it off. Yeah, a lot of value there. Interesting.
The citadel stands
Okay,
strong.
Helya. Another Tomb Raider. Okay. Tomb Traitor.
Share my
Whatever.
pain.
These are probably going to be
Share my
magnetics. I
pain.
don't really want to lose a mech on it now. This is a very scary deck we're facing here. Helya would make a hell of a difference. Ha ha ha. Yeah, sorry, everyone makes jokes about that name. Let's see what he's got. So he played this turn 3, or did he coin it? He coined it. Okay. So let's play this. Oh no, we could.
You shall suffer.
Icy resolve.
Oh. Ah. Oh. That's annoying. Don't want to give up my plague so easily. Just play 2-5 by itself then. Unfortunate. We don't want to be using that if we're going to get a Helya before the end of the game, but otherwise, nice to get a bit of a healing. These 3 minions are big, remember. I'm probably going to need this.
You
1
shall
minute.
suffer.
No, we have to kill this.
You shall suffer.
Oh, I should have done that first. I don't want to, yeah, okay, the blood one, I don't mind burning. The frost plague is a very valuable one.
Initializing descent.
Okay, so we definitely have to keep. We have to get as many minions on board as possible to burst the divine shields of their sunken mooncatcher, which I'm pretty sure they're going to get now. Sunken mooncatcher is going to have 3 extra health, so it's going to be 5 health. Chain Guardian. This is a really uncomfortable position. This is an absolutely terrible hand. How badly do I need the Tomb Traitor?
Death calls.
We've got Muligan 2 goes.
Little time.
Let's play this then.
Death cannot be done.
Muligan's not going to have that many stats as well. Unless I kill many more minions before then, I can't see how I can do that. If I get a foul leg now, I can play that with the Yozilla. Death Growl maybe. We need some card draw or something really big here.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Kills both of them? Interesting.
This cannot be battled.
He's showing lethal now. My goodness. There's nothing I can do. Oh well.
All life must end.
Okay. It's yeah. Yep, Mech Paladin. Not an easy matchup. But we had a terrible, terrible hand there. Maybe I should have held on one of the deaths. Since I had so many Deathrattle synergies, I should have actually held on for a bit longer and used the Kraken with. But I thought he was just going to swarm the board quickly. But he took his time buffing up his hand and increasing stats. Not only then he started playing everything.
I will fight
That kind
with
of
honor.
got me
You could not
off balance
stop
there.
me then.
So egg
Not stop me
and
now.
arm steal is a good start. And Kraken can work well with the egg as well. Ooh. Get a death growl now, that'd be really nice.
The light dims, but we fight.
Do we think he's got 1 damage? Does pure Paladin run 1 damage or 1 buff this early?
Calls. I have but little time.
Could do class action. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. He probably has got his own. Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay, so now we can play the 2 eggs. Okay, fine by me.
Reporting for duty.
Thank you very much.
Lend a hand!
Don't give him the option of playing this and keeping the taunt on. It's gonna die anyway. Trade 1 in. Oh my gosh, that's nasty.
Reporting for duty. The citadel stands strong.
This is scary. This is very scary. My goodness. It's ridiculous.
Reporting for duty.
He gets a death growl. 3, 4, 5. Helya. Okay, so the question is, what do we do here? We've got the Tomb Raider, so once we play Helya next go, we're going to have an AoE. Let's get one of the big damage minions. This is the end of the turn, so no point killing this, he's probably going to put something else on.
Icy resolve!
Okay.
I have but little time.
You could go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 here. Yeah, it's 19 damage. We've deal with a lot of this board. These two can't attack, thankfully. Okay, so let's see, how do we do this? That goes there. That goes there. I think we do this.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
This and this.
Is mine.
This and this. Next time we can shuffle 4 in, to bring this down to 3, still not fast enough. We could do this 2-1, yes, 2-1, yeah. So Tomb Traitor can still clear this board. That's nice.
Reporting for duty.
He's going for it.
Need a bit more spice over here.
Ah,
Reporting for
how
duty.
rude. Let's not take any more damage.
We only need one.
No reprieve. Blood.
Job done.
Next turn, we can shuffle 4 into the deck, which gives these costs 2.
Mistakes of the past. Rewritten.
So we could just run as that. Alternatively, we could just use one of these. That might be better. What's better here? This gives us a 6/6.
Death calls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shuffles 2 in, which makes these cost 4. So that doesn't work. I guess we get a giant out. When are we gonna?
Death cannot be proud.
Oh, I made a mistake there. I could have actually done that. This would have cost 6. I would have reduced these down to 1. I could have played them. Yeah, I made a mistake there. Okay, never mind. Forgot about the weapon I had already equipped. How do we do
The light
this?
dims, but we fight.
Marrow, I guess. I can't see a cleaner way of doing this. Because the problem is, if he has another Crusader aura, I'm dead. Big time. The 1/1s can break the shields, and the bigger minions can kill off the actual minions. Oops.
Taunts me.
So what we got here? So the 5/5 takes out that, the 3/3 takes out that, this takes out this takes out the shield, that takes out this takes out this. And that can should have been back to our minions now, and now suddenly we've got a massive advantage. He might have the weapon though. Ouch. We need to heal up quickly. So it's got to be a Yodel Cavaldo turn here. This could help us a lot here. Oh. Only drew 1 card. Alright. Fine. Okay, oh, Death Ground. Perfect. Look at this. And we can kill both these minions off.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Actually, I think... Let's do it like this.
Shouted from the mountain.
It would be nice...
Don't put it back. Death cannot be
The reason I was hesitating because I was thinking of Sylvanusing the taunt, which might protect me from a weapon if he's running weapon. If he's running weapon, I'm in big trouble. Because that weapon, if it's a 3 Wind Fury weapon, I'm just dead. Okay, perfect. Perfect. It goes down to 6, 4, 2, he's dead. Yeah, nothing you can do now. Unless he makes these all 2/2s. That makes sense.
The victory is yours.
He should have made them 2/2s. 2/2. And then no, because the Marigold would still get through. Okay. That's a close game there. Bit too close. Lucky he wasn't running the weapon, because that could have been very tricky. Part of my calculation of not trying to steal the taunt in the end, the question is why didn't I take it, is because I figured, look, if he's running weapon, it's very likely with that hand he's actually got a buff for the weapon, so he's probably actually got 5 attack weapon with Wind Fury, so I'll just take out the taunt with one charge of the weapon, and the second one will just go face and kill me. So I thought just better just try building up my plagues in his deck and hoping for some healing or some disruption that way. Okay, Death Growl we generally don't want to keep in our opening hand.
Hellscream's eyes are upon you.
Let the blight begin.
No, definitely not in this hand. Definitely not in this hand. You only keep Death Growl if you've got a Foul Leg or a Distressed Kefaldir. Ooh, hell yes. Okay.
Mortals, so full of sin.
Okay. It's nasty. I should have probably gone Pure Power first. Maybe because he's got a taunt now, then I can't get through to it. That is very annoying.
The more you struggle, the better.
Unfortunately, Obliterate's probably the best way to get rid of this. Unfortunately, we can't do it for 0 this turn, which would have been ideal.
True strength rises from the ashes.
This is painful. Is he going to trade into this as well? Spin face, okay. Trade this. Really have to get this Helya down as quickly as we can now. We just take whatever damage they're offering here. Okay, that's not so bad. It's really annoying. He's going to get a lot of cards here. Hopefully get the Chain Guardians down quickly in time. So he's got 4 cards in hand, assuming he's going to damage this. He's got a fire spell, he's got a lot of cards. Okay. I need him to draw plagues now. Unfortunately not. 6, 7. Wow, this is so... Oof. So unfortunate.
Cannot be
Gotta hope that somehow an Enrage Warrior can't increase his stats on board by 1. Good luck with that. Yeah.
Blast.
Wow. Okay, that was annoying. That's a bad start again. Yeah, Enrage Warrior is a scary deck to face. Let's play one more. See how we do. Hopefully you learned a lot from the game so far. You see strengths and weaknesses of the deck. Against very aggressive decks, we're in a bit of trouble. But if we get a good opening hand, then we can manage as well. Right, so this should be interesting.
Come for your reign to end.
Kraken with egg.
Me in death.
I think in the mirror matchup, we really want to be going full mulligan for Helya. That's what I'm going to do here. There we go. See, they don't present that much of an aggro upfront threat like some of the other decks. Very risky mulligan paid off. We had a very nice curve there. 1, 2, 3. But in the mirror match, we really want to get that Helya. It can make a massive difference.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. The fallen will serve.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague. My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Okay. That's not such an issue. Right, yeah, so I adapted my plan. I was going to spread I was going to play Hero Power, Death Growl and get me some eggs, but I think we'll go for the longer term plan here. The idea is here, we've got a double Deathrattle here, so when we kill this off with a Kraken, we're going to get an extra 3/3, as opposed to if we do this, we'll get an extra, we'll get 3/2 either way. If we kill this off with a Kraken, we get 2 plagues, an egg, plus another egg. We kill this off, we get another 3/2. Yeah, so maybe we just kill this one off actually.
Share my pain.
Yeah, so let's play this first. Let's put this on the side just in case.
You have earned an
Share my
eternity of
pain.
torment.
Arcane bolts.
Get rid of this quickly. And we're actually ahead on board even, which is a nice bonus. So let's keep track what we've got here. So the plague counter, I wish they had the plague counter, it's 5. He's got the same. 5. Right, so we can actually Ravenous Kraken both of these, to be honest. Right. Right, so cracking this. Is going to give me 2, and the Kraken, once the Kraken dies, is going to give me 4. If I do this. This is going to die either way, so I want to Kraken this with the extra plagues. So put it here, so when the Kraken dies, it's going to put the Cavaldir over here. So I can play another minion next to it and hopefully get another death ground. So I'm actually going to put another egg there. I'm going to put an egg here just in case I manage to get death ground. I can spread the egg and the Cavaldir death grounds to both of these. It gets slightly complicated, you just got to work out what you want more. Interesting. The thing is that's usually a good card against some other decks. Against my deck, it's not good because he's going to be getting the what's it called himself. Yes, this is the aggro one, so I've got to wash out for Grave Strength. If he's playing cards like this, that means he's going to want to play a Grave Strength of some sort. This. Alright, let's play this, see if we get a spell. Let's play it to the right of this. And to the left. We could go Scourge, I suppose. It's a very good card here. Let's just play this as it is. Just remove as much as we can. Okay, Sylvanas. Shame we didn't draw any of our curses yet. So that means there's a lot of curses in our deck here already. So maybe, well, let's hope for getting the Odler and we'll just do this. Oh, he's giving that one up. Okay.
This cannot be bound.
Alright, let's just do this. Actually, no, we could do it this way. Get the extra Cavaldir. Kill it up again. Then we get a spell.
The more you struggle, the better.
And Blast looks good. Just hold on to that for the time being. Okay, we should be able to steal one of his minions soon. Now, if this is...
Who here can spell Zinjari?
So,
anybody?
Right, the problem here is, if he's got a Marrogar, he's only got 7 corpses, so it's not such a scary Marrogar. He's really playing for the what's it called, isn't he? Interesting, okay.
Me have that.
Nice if we can get rid of this egg here. It's a bit annoying now. Is this we steal this?
My rule is eternal.
I need to get rid of these eggs. They're so annoying. Any way I can buff them
My
up even?
rule
I
is
got no way of
eternal.
buffing them up even. So I just play Scourge on an empty board like this.
I have but little time.
Death cannot be bound.
Let's do this.
We only need one.
Okay. Well, that will stop him playing his own Narrowgar. And he's in a bit of danger already here. I've already got 10 damage here.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me!
Maybe I just play Weapon and Astalor. I've got the threat of Astalor to win here. Wow, okay. I think he just killed himself.
You are prepared.
He just
for
lost the
wars
game
to
for himself.
come.
Oh, maybe not. He's still in it, I think.
Death cannot be bound.
Ah, okay. We still got Astalor here. How much damage do we have? We definitely don't want to draw anything.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Okay.
Death cannot be bound.
Put this out. Put another one of those. Could have played that first. 6, 7. That's the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not going to lose based on plagues.
Run for help!
8 from 24. There's no way he could do 16 damage. No way he could do 16 damage. So we're just gonna go everything face. Hopefully we win the 3 plagues here. If not, 1, 2, and we heal. Didn't quite make it. Okay, so now we've got the Astalor finisher. Yeah, that's the other thing. Because we put so much pressure on his face, he can't use his means to go face because he would never risk it just to have the off chance of winning with the play. So that was basically game over unless he's got a miracle play here. Alright, okay. He was not bad. No, actually, I was just thinking he should have done that afterwards. This is he's dead on board here. He's still dead on board. Unless he gets blood plagues. Oh, he did. Okay. Lucky boy. And
Feels good!
and 5. Okay. That means he's still useless. It's 5.
Run for help! Share
There
my
you go.
pain!
That extra piece of damage clearly important there. Alright, that's a nice game. I say play the mirror match. Most mirror matches are not a real mirror match. I think I usually got the advantage because if they're trying to win with plagues and something else, and I'm only trying to win with plagues, then my plagues are gonna outdo his plagues. Especially if I get the Helya down, so that I've got many more plagues in their deck than they do in my deck. You see, he was playing more of a swarm sort of you would have played the Marigold. His Marigold would have been bigger than my one because he's playing so many small minions. I think actually the Battlefield Necromancer is probably anti-synergistic if you want to play a big Marigold later on. But I guess it gives some more usages for your corpses throughout the game. And also it gives you a wider board earlier on, so you can control the board better and use the grave strength to go face. Yeah, interesting. Right, so we end up on a 72% win rate. Very quick look at the mulligans. You saw some adaptations of the mulligans. I played that game. Right, so against the mirror match, let's start with that. You want to play Helya. That is the key card in your deck. This gives you very, very powerful mid-late game and very late game. It's absolutely, it's unbeatable probably. If you've got the Helya plagues and you've played Helya and it's late game, they're just going to be drawing about 10 plagues every turn, and when it goes into fatigue, their whole deck is basically plagues. So besides fatigue, they're going to be taking like 32 damage or something because you're going to get about 16 plagues in their deck at least. You would hope with this deck. Cards to think about: Magatha, Bane of Music, maybe taken out, put something else in. Sylvanas as well, not so essential. This is very, very powerful. You need to. That's why we're playing Triple Holy. Is only for this card. As you can see, there aren't any other Triple Holy cards. If you want, you could take out Sylvanas, Magatha, maybe even Primus, maybe even Tomb Traitor, just so it doesn't use up your plagues. But it is a useful card against many aggressive matchups. So you want to be diversifying your deck so it can be any deck. If you take out too much to make it, an aggro deck, and put in a couple of body baggers or a couple of grave strengths, things like that, like I did in one of my earlier versions, Plagued Brain, so you get more of an aggro sort of feel to it. Then the fact is that even though this is a good control tool, this is a good cheap minion, this synergizes nicely. You can take out the Ravenous Krakens, I guess, as well. 2 Tomb Traders, Magatha, Sylvanas, to make it more of a board-based grave strength win condition deck. You could do that. Let me put Anti-Magic Shell in even. Maybe put a couple of school teachers in. School teachers can get some very good spells, very flexible. Yeah, besides that, but this deck works at the moment, so no reason to change it up. Sylvanas can be very good against a very big minion, which you're having trouble with, so the Primus also is. Chain Guardians, I would say you have to have them in the deck, because that gives you so much more value once you get the plagues shuffled in the deck. Having this just as a zero cost minion, 0 cost 8/5 rush with the reborn is just ridiculous value. So I tried playing this without having Chain Guardian, and no, I crafted it, and it's definitely doing its job. Ravenous Kraken, again, you've got so many death rattles in this deck. You can choose which one you want. You saw in that game, we had the choice of, we death growled our Svaldir, whatever it's called, Kvaldir, onto a foul egg. We had the choice of eating up the egg or eating up the Kvaldir. It actually is more beneficial in terms of plagues to eat up the Kvaldir, because you get another Kvaldir back, whereas you eat up the egg, you just get an egg back. Even though you trigger the Kvaldir death rattle and the egg death rattle straight away. So if you can be patient, then eat up the Kvaldir. If you really need board presence, then you eat up the, in that specific situation, eat up the egg. Remember, always try to position the Kvaldir to the right of another minion in case you get Death Growl, because since we've got our hero power which can produce a minion to the right of our board. So let's say we've got, let's imagine these are the 3 minions here. So if you've got your Kvaldir, you put your Kvaldir here and you've got another minion here, you play your hero power, it'll spawn over here. Play the Death Growl on this, it'll spread to these 2 minions. If that makes sense. Otherwise, right, so Helya I would always keep in a Death Knight matchup because that makes a difference between 2 decks. In a slow matchup as well, maybe against Warrior. It's a bit harder against Warrior now because there's more aggressive Warriors coming up, but maybe against a Warlock, which is a slow deck. Even Priest is a fast deck now with Undead Priest. It's getting a bit trickier going for the greedy Muligan for Helya Muligan, but if you know that this class is a slow class, then you could go for the full Mulligan for Helya. Otherwise, your regular Mulligans are going to be Arms Dealer, Foul Leg, Staff, Primate, Distressed Kvaldir, and Chillful and Baron if you're having trouble getting a good opening hand. At least it gives you, if you're going first anyway, it's useful to have some card draw just to guarantee that you can get something. If you're going second, don't go for card draw so much. Actually try mulliganing a bit harder for the perfect hand, since you've got an extra card to give you that extra chance. Anything else? No, so that's basically going to be your mulligans. And the strategy is very important tip for actually playing this deck. Don't go all in for the plagues. Don't be too greedy for the plagues. The plagues you should look at as sort of like a supplemental, like helps you a bit early to mid game. Don't worry about Helya too much. If you don't have it in hand, don't put all your eggs in one basket thinking that, oh, I won't swing with my weapon at all until like I get a Helya. No, you can wait till turn 4. If turn 4 you still don't have a Helya, then just swing with the weapon, put some plagues in. Even though they might get used up and not recycled with the Helya. Yeah, so early game you want to come to board relatively aggressively if you can with Arms Deal and Foul Leg. Use Death Growl on the Foul Leg. Don't worry about using it for Distress Kvaldir. Again, don't put all your eggs in the Plague basket because you can play. Yeah, look at as if you just got a bit of an advantage basically. Yeah, if you can like hold the Death Growl if you know you're going to get a Kvaldir or something like that. But otherwise, if you feel you need to pick up the tempo like against a Paladin or a Hunter or aggro Warrior or Undead Priest or Totem Shaman, for sure that's the most dangerous one where you have to get head on board. So just put your Death Growl on a Foul Leg and then just populate the board as quickly as you can. And look at the plagues just as a nice little bonus. It can generate you another 2/2 with the plague, with the unholy plague. You can disrupt some decks with the frozen ones. It can heal you up. So they're just very useful. And if you don't have Helya, unfortunate, but Helya is really more for the longer matchups, where you just keep cycling the plagues into the deck. Remember with Yodeler and with the Kraken and Death Growl, you get so many plagues. You can get most of his deck will be sort of like in mid game after he's drawn 15 cards. Then basically every turn you've got a big chance of him drawing 2 or 3 plagues. And it's going to be impossible for him to function if you're even on board. So play aggressively early on if you can. If you can't, you start putting the plagues in. Don't be too greedy with the plagues. You might want to hold down with the ship, because early on we are a weaker deck on board, so down with the ship is too valuable to just to send face. You want to use it to help your removal early on. And Tomb Trader, don't worry about burning one plague. You've got so many plagues in the deck. There's a difference between 20 plagues or 18 plagues, so don't worry about Tomb Traitor. If you can avoid it, then even better. But like, for example, you're playing a Control Priest, then no point playing Tomb Traitor. Use anything else to remove any minions which are dangerous, and just rely on the plagues to do the job. In that case, you want to have as many plagues as you can. In that case, you go completely greedy and just get as many plagues as you can. Yeah. So basically, against aggro, get on board as fast as you can. Against the mirror match, get Helya as fast as you can. Right, in aggro, use Death Growl on Foul Leg. Get Tomb Traitor, play it intelligently to maximize your board control, because you've got to get on board. You've got to swing the board in your favor against aggro and take minimum damage if you're against something like a Hunter, which has got a lot of damage from hand. And against slower matches, try saving your Deathrattle cards like Yodeler and Death Growl for your Kvaldir to get a maximum number of plagues into the deck, because that's going to become more of your win condition in a slower deck. So against fast decks, you're relying on getting minions on board quickly and using your plagues as a supplement to help you stay ahead on board, and hopefully just overwhelm them with the Marigar, as aggro decks will not generally have very good removal. And against slower decks, you want to maximize your plagues. So that's the basic general rule of thumb. Okay, I hope that helped you, and I hope you try out this deck and tell me how you find it. Thanks for watching, everyone. And we're on, let's have a quick look again. Our current win rate is 72%. Very respectable. And yeah, it looks like we'll get to Diamond 5 without too much of a problem. I think we could even go for Legend with this deck, to be honest. As you said, when we started off, 4 wins, 4 losses, as we were getting used to the deck. But then we started understanding, don't put everything into the plagues. Plagues aren't everything. It's look at the plagues as part of your win condition. They're not nothing. They're very important to this deck. But don't say, oh, plagues or nothing, and then don't do anything and save your plagues, and then they just beat you because you're not doing anything. You've got to be active on board. And that's why my win rate suddenly shot up, because I understood the correct way to play this deck. Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.